Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my review for Green Lantern Corps number 57, Green Lantern number 62, and Emerald Warrior 7. I'm going to do this one first since this was last week's issue. Now, I know some people are probably down on this title. They're probably not even going to like this issue, and I'll admit I'm one of the people who were flip-flopping and whether or not I like it or not, but I have to say, watching Guy Gardner go crazy, berserk, kicking ass was totally what I was looking for in this title. Everything basically is running to a head where, they're gonna fight the villain, free the people, free Ion, all that nonsense. All of that's coming to a head, and while they're able to accomplish some of their goals, they basically didn't do everything because you have to have part of the story going on for the Lantern War, but everything else was just phenomenal. Just watching Guy Gardner cut loose, and like there's that part where he just pokes his fingers through the guy's eye, was just like, oh my god, this is just awesome. I think the art was really good. You can see Guy's craziness in his eyes. This was my favorite issue of the series, and it's just unfortunate that it took 7 issues to get to this part. Best ending to a Green Lantern story in a long time. Next up is Green Lantern number 62. Now, if you remember last issue, you had a bunch of the Lanterns on Earth, Flash was there, and mysterious rogue guy with mystery of the universe behind him as to why he wants to destroy everything appears to steal the constructs. Well, this guy's nuts. He is completely nuts, unhinged, and psychopathic. And he's like one of the lost. He was originally one of the Guardians who believed that you had to have emotion to coexist, in order to live. And the Guardians basically rejected that and cast him out. And obviously he's kind of angry. And overall, I thought the story was okay, but again, this is leading up to the Green Lantern War. I thought the art is basically the same as the other issues, so I don't know if I really need to go into any more detail with it. It's good. It's not the best, but it was good. What was good about this is not only do you get crazy blue guy with buggy eyes, but you get really cool fighting. Now, there's one panel here on this page that I totally loved, where you have Atrocious just not taking it any longer, and he screams he's going to have his vengeance, and bites him on the neck. I was like, oh my god, this is a home run. And then the very next page, it's like dismissed. And I was really disappointed. It was like, imagine, you have the best tasting ice cream in the world, and somebody knocks it out of your hands. That's the feeling that I had with this transition between the two panels. But other than that, I said, I don't know, it's like I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but on the other hand, I'm going, do we need another war? We've already had 2 wars between the Lanterns, and I'm not enthusiastic about this war. And I don't know why. It's kind of like they have to keep going to the war of, you had the Sinestro War, you had, the Blackest Night battle with all the different Lanterns, and then the Black Lanterns, and now you're basically just doing the same thing, changing things up a little bit, but again, it's the war of the Lanterns, and I really don't see what they can do to add any extra value to it. Oh, and also you do get, a lot of the DC books are having this little extra thing at the end about, like, the history of what's going on. It's only a couple pages, and then, they're basically saying Hal Jordan's insane again, so we'll see where that goes. And finally, Green Lantern Corps number 57. There's going to be a little bit of a spoiler in here, but it's not a key spoiler. It's not like, Johnny Storm dying and nobody knew about it type thing, so I'm going to tell you. The art, I'll first go into the art. The art is, like I said, the same. I know I keep saying it's the same, but, it's not like these, the team changed. So the art, I like the art. There's some good parts to it. There could have been some improvements, but I think as a whole, they did a good job. What I think was really positive about this book is just watching Sinestro go unleashed. This is kind of like, I mean, you always see the old Sinestro getting beat by Hal Jordan, and this is the one time where we see the Sinestro just going off. Now you have the Weaponeer fighting Sinestro, you have all these other guys fighting with the Weaponeer, fighting the Yellow Lanterns, you have the Red Lanterns in between, the Green Lanterns in between, and then for whatever stupid reason, Firestorm's there. You go, oh, we got sent to the antimatter universe, so that's why we're here, and we're looking for the Black Lantern and who has the White Lantern. And I'm like, oh god, just move on. You've disrupted the pacing of this book. But other than that, I mean, this panel is phenomenal. Watching Sinestro just go apeshit on the Weaponeer and everybody. This book really established, I think, Sinestro as a #1 top-tier badass. And I appreciate this issue for doing that. Now, granted, we kind of had that during this Sinestro War, but I think this really does put all that back on our minds, saying, oh yeah, Sinestro can be a badass if he really wants to. Now, the surprise at the end of the book was just when the battle, you think that the battle was going to end, it ends for a different reason. Because what happens is Sinestro basically gives his ring to the Weaponeer, and the Weaponeer decides to become a Yellow Lantern. Now, the Weaponeer alone could take out a number of Green Lanterns. So, to have the guy who originally made the Yellow Power Ring on your side, the guy who was able to create a weapon out of the White Lantern energy, again, on your side, this is a huge deal. This is almost like, in a sense, bringing in Crybaby Superboy on your team. It's a big deal. And the only difference is this guy's not going to go, wah, 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 life isn't working out for me, wah, wah, wah. So I'm really curious to see where this is going to go, and I think getting him is going to be instrumental to see what's going to happen in the next phase of the story, which is, of course, like I said, gearing up towards that war. Overall, I'll say these three are ended pretty well, and I'm pretty pleased with all three of these titles leading up to the war, and I'm really, part of me is looking forward to it, but the other part's going, what are you going to do different to surprise me? What are you going to do to shock me? And, the one thing I think Hal Jordan did was stupid is you have Superman, Batman, and the Flash going, dude, you need our help. We're offering to help you. You need us. And Hal just going, nah, don't need you guys. We'll do it on my own. I'm like, dude, it's Super freaking Man and Batman, the Master Strategist, and you're about to enter the War of the Rings, and you won't get their help. Great job, Hal. But anyways, that's my review for these books. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. And also, I'm curious to know, are you guys excited about the next Great Lantern War? Let me know. And until next time.